Hello you beautiful people, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Today we're jumping into a brand new car added to Forza Horizon 4 through the festival playlist and the spring season for Series 25, the 1996 Holden HSV GTS-R. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing and let's go. Now to unlock the HSV GTS-R, you need to grab 50% completion of this week's festival playlist and the spring season. If you've missed that for Series 25, unfortunately, you're going to have to check out the auction house or wait for this car to come back around in the festival playlist or the FORZAthon shop. Here we go then in the Holden HSV GTS-R. Now I haven't been driving it long, I've literally driven it probably a couple of miles from the festival, and the first thing I've noticed is the noise that comes out of that 5.7 litre V8. It's pretty monstrous. We're pushing out 308 horsepower to those rear wheels, so it's not the quickest as it is quite heavy and a four-door saloon. It weighs 3,591 pounds, so it's not the fastest car added to Horizon 4. It was never gonna be, but it is fantastic fun in its stock form just to sort of chuck it around and not worry about losing control because of too much power. Now I've got a couple of builds in mind. I'm going to use the stock engine to make a race car build, and then we're going to have some fun with some engine conversions, maybe download a tune or two and see what we can do in the drift scene. So let's head on over to the upgrade shop and see what we can do. Upgrades and tuning, the most exciting bit about any car added to Forza Horizon 4. We'll check out the conversions even though we're not doing them. Stock, like I say, a 5.7 litre V8 running 308 horsepower. We can swap in a 6.2 litre V8 or an 8.4 litre V10. I'm not sure the V10 really fits with this type of car, so we'll keep the 5.7 litre V8. We're not going to change the drivetrain, we're going to keep it rear wheel drive just for the skids opportunity. And then aspiration, we're going to slap on or bolt on some twin turbos. We currently weigh in at 3,640 pounds, which is quite heavy for a race car build. If I go ahead and do full weight reduction, we come in at 2,959 pounds. Tyres and rims, for the tyre compound, I have gone for street compound to give it a little bit of extra grip. Wideness on the tyres, we're going 265s at the front and 305s at the rear. We want as much grip at the rear as we can as we are rear wheel drive. Made the wheels a little bit bigger. We are going to keep them stock because I think these really suit this car. I think they look really good. And then wheel spacers, we're going to give it some poke. So let's see what we can do. That's not bad. I mean, it's poking out a little bit, so it is slightly aggressive, but it looks pretty damn good, to be fair. And then the rear, I'm imagining it's going to be the same. Yes. Looks good though. Aero and appearance then, we've got two options: front bumpers, rear wings. Front bumpers, we can just have the Forza front lip, which I'm hoping no one does that. And then rear wings, we're going to have the normal HSV rear wing, which actually comes as stock on this car. When you buy this car from the factory in real life, you get that wing with it, which is pretty cool. We can have a Forza rear wing, which is fully adjustable, and then we can take them both off and have the car looking pretty clean, which I actually quite like. But we're going to stick with the Holden rear wing because I think it looks pretty cool. And in real life, this thing is fully adjustable, but in game, it's not. So after slapping on some power upgrades, we are sitting at 501 horsepower, up from 308. We're coming in at 3,100 pounds and at the top of Class A, 44,450 credits worth of upgrades. Now, painting options for the HSV GTS-R, there was only one colour that came from the manufacturer, and it's sort of this mustardy yellow, and the Australians actually called it Hella Yellow, which was the clue in the Talking Tuesday for this car coming to Series 25. Now, what I want to do is slightly change that colour, but still keep the GTS-R badge on the side, which we can, and I think I want to go for a grey. I just think it looks really clean and really smart. Not only did the HSV GTS come in one colour, that Hella Yellow from the factory, it also came with this rather interesting and unique interior. I will let you make up your own minds whether this is good or bad. Before we go into race, I just want to test top speed. On the tuning sheet, it says 195 miles an hour, so let's let it rip. Let's see what we can do. It seems quite a lazy engine, quite a lazy gearbox. Like you can hear it sort of revving away and making lots of noise, but there's not a lot of movement. We're only doing 130, which I mean I say I'm only doing. It's still quite fast. It's already 150, 160. Come on HSV, 170. Into the Mercedes, don't hit the wall. That was close. 175, 180. We might hit 195, 185, 190. We're not going to top out 195, surely. It's going to go above that. 194, 195. Saw 195, 194. Okay, 195 seems to be our top speed. We're going to understeer. Didn't hit the Mercedes, we're all good. Right, let's go do some racing. Let's see what our race car build is capable of. Alright then, let's rip it around the Edinburgh Station circuit and see what we can do. This thing is actually a retro muscle car, which I didn't realise. We're up against some Corvettes. There's a Buick Regal up there somewhere. Come on HSV. 500 horsepower. Hard on the brakes. Actually handles really nicely. We get a little bit of oversteer on the way up. That's to be expected with rear wheel drive, 500 horsepower. Turns in quite nicely. Holds the corner really well. We're going to have this Corvette here down on the braking zone. Up his inside into second. Force him wide. Lovely. Oh, the Fox body Mustang. Don't cut me off. Don't do it. Let's find a way past here. Up the left-hand side. Why is the Mustang braking? That's made it easy for me. An interesting fact about this car, it's built in 1996 and it's actually got carbon fibre. That was quite rare back in the day when this thing was built. The rear wing is carbon fibre. That little strip above the number plate, that's carbon fibre. And the vents on the front bumper, that's also carbon fibre. I've just destroyed the tram station. So yeah, it's got some carbon fibre bits, it's got some racing pedigree in there from 1996. I didn't actually realise carbon fibre was a thing in the 90s. Come on HSV, go! We could have fourth. Come on, use your power, stretch your legs. It's not going to happen. It's really not going to happen. We're coming in sixth due to my little error. Stop kicking the back end and across the line. Just to clarify, that was a sixth place finish and probably would have been a lot better had I not hit a tram station. But let's go see what this thing can do drifting. So we'll hop back to the festival site here, grab ourselves a tune. Now for my A-Class road racing tune, that is saved and shared. If you'd like to download it, just search my gaming tag Skippy4621 or the file name Skippy YouTube. Now for our drift build, I'm going to be quite lazy and download a tune. I'm going to go for KenBlockSohn, as I've used his tunes in the past and they are always really, really good. This guy knows his stuff. So I'll go ahead and download this, go hit some drift zones and see if we can get some new personal bests. First drift zones on the attack list is S-Benz, one of my personal favourites. My personal best is 123,209. Let's go see if the HSV can beat that. First run in the HSV with this tune. What can we do? That's not brilliant. That's not a great start. Second run in the HSV. Chuck her in. Now the trick to KenBlockSohn's tunes, I'll keep it in first gear and on the track, inevitably. So we can do as much angle as we can and run it round the outside. Keeping it on the track would be good, Skippy. We might actually get some points. Here we go, chuck her in again. Come on HSV. That's good angle. Run it round the outside. Beautiful. Rear wheels on the white line. No longer on the track. That's looking good, that's looking good. Lots of sideways action. Across the line, 108,519. If I can keep it on the track, we might be able to do this. Here we go, attempt number 48. Come on HSV. Run it around the outside again. That's good, that's good. Lots of angle. 80k. Nice and sideways, 100k. Keep it on track. No way, no way. 127,929. New personal best. 3 stars. It's done it. That's got me a new personal best on S-Bends. Let's move on to a different drift zone. That score took me slightly by surprise. On the S-Bends drift zone, we got a new personal best of 126,926. Another tough one, and another one of my personal favourites, is Horseshoe Turn, 120,333. Let's see what the Holden can do. Here we go, first run, get my eye in, let's see what it can do. Spin out, that's what we can do. Right, second run. Let's see what the Holden can do. 120,000 is the target. Can I keep it on track? Just about. We're not getting any points though. Points mean prizes. Maybe coming from the other direction is going to be easier. Although, just under 100k, 99. As it is starting to rain, and starting to get dark here in the UK, I'm going to make this my last run. So come on Holden, give me everything you've got. 120k, don't run off the road. Just nagged a wheel off the side there. Come on, we're at 70k-ish. 80k. Can we break 100 grand? Just 100,500. I'm going to make that my last run. We couldn't quite beat the personal best on this one, but on S-Bends, we did. So there we go guys, the 1996 HSV GTS-R. This car is great fun. You can't take it too seriously. It's not a full-blown hypercar or full-blown race car. It's a 4-door saloon with rear-wheel drive and a big V8 running 308 horsepower from the factory. Let me know in the comments what you think of this car and it being added to Forza Horizon 4. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. I'll be covering Series 26 here on the channel and the full best for playlist and any new cars and features added to Forza Horizon 4. But as always, stay safe and have an awesome day.